I'm going to show you something in this video that you've never seen before. The thing you've never seen before certainly isn't me having a coffee. We've had many of these before, but over £9. I think it's £9.15 for a sausage roll and a coffee. Edinburgh has a lot going for it. Despite the fact it has the worst summer weather of anywhere I've ever been. It has more trees per head of population than any other city in the UK. The most famous landmark here, Edinburgh Castle, was built on an extinct volcano. It was the first city in the whole world to have its own fire service, and today it has a brand new SPFL football club. In footballing terms, Edinburgh is most famous for Hibs and Hearts, who will both be playing in Europe this season. I saw Hibs play in Europe just a few days ago. You then have Edinburgh City, who have been in the SPFL, Scotland's top 4 leagues, for a number of years now. They got promoted through the Lowland League and subsequent playoffs into the SPFL. But today is the day that Spartans will play their first ever game in League 2. They've won the Lowland League a few times, but they haven't been promoted until last season into this season now. And I'm here in Edinburgh, in the capital city, the rainy capital city, for their first ever game in a historic day for the football club. It is also the day that the Premiership kicks off, but I couldn't miss an opportunity like this.
I'm Mark Brown, I'm the media manager here at Spartans.
And so you say you've worked here for a number of years. How have things changed at the club from when you first came in to now, the first game of League 2 today?
You know, from that roller coaster ride, my first ever game here at Spartans was when we played a very young Manchester United squad in a friendly. A couple of guys, Paul Pogba, I don't know if you've heard of him, he's been playing a wee bit over the years since then. So yeah, so that journey from there, from the East of Scotland stuff, some real kind of wet, miserable weekends, and some salubrious grounds across Scotland, to today, to where that journey is taking us, and it's absolutely exciting. The buzz around the club is phenomenal.
And so you're playing Clyde today as well, and Clyde are a massive club in their own right. Is it a big test for Spartans to come up against a team that are so big historically today? Every
game in this league will be an absolute test, that's for sure. It's cliched, but it's so clear, but we're good enough. We're here on merit. Clyde, we've obviously played Clyde in the Scottish Cup on 3 occasions. The last time we obviously beat them here, 2-1. I think it was a couple of kept in motion penalties. So we are now, we're now here on our own merit. We're here in our own right. We've had a fairly successful Viaplay Cup tournament. So we've been up against 2 full-time teams in the Championship, and it all boils down to today. Amazing. And obviously I cover a lot of Scottish football, and I love to see the new teams coming up and doing well and making changes and stuff. I'm here working with Player Data today, and I know they partnered with Spartans. Can you just let me know how Player Data have helped Spartans as a club, not just the men's team, but they're involved with the women as well, right? They are, yes. So the relationship with Player Data is really crucial. What it does is obviously allows the coaches and the players themselves to really kind of build on their own goals from where they start out, to measurement of how they're performing during the games, and obviously they use that to kind of build and make themselves better people. And it's no surprise that success from being promoted from the lower league to the SPFL, that has to play a part. That is crucial. And do you think there's a lot of clubs at this level as well that you're at now, but also particularly below this in the Lowland League and the East of Scotland League and the West of Scotland League as well, that could do with extra data and analytics and just modernising how they're run as a football club? It's the old adage of what you put in you get back out, and I think as we've proven here, the more that you invest in success, using Player Data vests, they can have that one for free. That's really important. And as long as they utilise that data properly, use it, it's all very nice, the players coming out with the vests and all the rest of it, and looking, having all the gear, but you've got to utilise that.
Just how big is today for Spartans Football Club?
I think it's possibly got to be the biggest game in the history of the club in terms of how far we've come, the investment of time and effort everyone's put into it over so many years.
Yeah.
And I think the playoff game when we beat Albion Rovers, it was astonishing how many grown men and women were in tears afterwards.
Really?
Because so many people had worked so hard for so long.
And you've won the Lowland League a few times without being promoted. I think Cove were one of the teams you
The first year we won the Lowland League,
there was no playoff.
there was no
system.
playoff.
That's
The,
right.
the SPFL decided they would have a trial run.
Okay.
I don't see a trial without an actual game.
Yeah,
Seems strange.
yeah.
But anyway, then we lost to Cove, who were a very good team, and obviously since then they've gone up and done very well.
Yeah, and then at the third time of asking though, you got promoted. Does that make it even sweeter that you're here today playing Clyde, who are a big club in their own right as well?
They're certainly illustrious visitors, and if you look through the rest of the teams in League Two, they're certainly one of the biggest names. And we've got fond memories of playing them. We played them here in the Scottish Cup not that long ago and beat them 2-0. So obviously, our management team and a couple of players are the same, but theirs is quite a bit different.
And so the progression of the club as well. When I first came, there was talks of planning of. I think that was still just a concrete block as well.
Yeah,
where
that's right.
Is that the camera?
Yes,
or
there's
the
a
commentary?
camera tower. So obviously here, because of our community work that we
Yep.
do, that is mostly a one-to-one classroom for some of our school and education work.
yeah.
But we then use it to film the games, and you'll see today the commentators will only be beneath it or using the stand. Obviously the stand's built.
You were just also explaining how over the other side there, you're also expanding the stadium as well.
We are, that's right, yeah. So we've actually got planning to put a stand the full length of that side, but one step at a time. So you can see just now, COVID has got in the way of our construction, but we're part way there. So the stand will look very similar to this. I think there's going to be about just under 200 seats. Not quite approved for use yet, other than that temporary use we've got for playoffs. And in due course we'll put the same stand up on the right hand side.
And so is it important then as a club not just to be obviously progressive in terms of the results on the pitch for the men, the women and all the different age groups as well, but the infrastructure too?
Very much so, very much so. I mean, obviously our ambition is to progress in due course up the leagues due to our own pace, a level of investment we can afford. But we've actually got plans drawn up that the ground could hold 6,000 if we really worked hard at it. But they're a long way off, but at least you've got to have a vision.
Hi there, I'm Stephen Ellison, so I'm goalie coach here at Spartans.
How would you say the lads have been getting on in pre-season in the lead up to the League Two campaign today?
No, I think there's excitement in the camp. I think we've brought in some good players and there's experience in the camp, so no, it's excitement, I would say.
What will be the big differences between playing in the Lowland League and playing in League Two?
I think freshness for us. You know, we've been in the Lowland League for the last 10, 12 years, whatever it may be, so there's freshness there. And it's a challenge, it's a new challenge, which is great for everyone.
And we were just talking in there off camera about how last season you'd have played everybody twice, whereas this season you'll be playing everybody 4 times. Is that like a different dynamic to sort of wrap your head around as a squad?
The gaffer thinks it's maybe a bit like 2 leagues, you know, a league at the beginning, league at the end, and played Peterhead already, so it's 5 times.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course, that was League Cup.
So yeah, it is different, and getting used to that will be different for us as well.
Look at this, we are on the centre circle on such a historic day. I mean, it is Spartans' first game in League Two and it is the opening weekend of the SPFL. And yeah, you would have heard me just ask a couple of questions about player data on the way in there. And they have sponsored this video, so they do really help football clubs in data and analytics and all that kind of stuff. So if you're a player, if you work at a football club and you think something like that could help you, then I'll include a link in the description box below. But it's fascinating to be back here. They've made a couple of videos here at Spartans before, and to chart their progression is just amazing.
Well, I'm Scott.
Scott, you are doing a commentary today though, right?
Yes, I'm doing commentary.
And so the commentary box is up here. This is completely new to me. I've never been here before. Will you show me upstairs? Is that all right?
Absolutely. So we're just in the process of getting it set up and that as well.
Yeah, nice.
We'll actually commentate from down here.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Because there's a big old pole up there.
Okay, so, makes sense.
So we'll get a laptop all set up, our mics all connected to that, the camera on there.
And so can Spartan fans pay, log in and watch?
Aye, live on recasts.
Overseas they can because of the blackout, but you can watch the games back, is that correct?
Yep.
As you can hear now, the atmosphere is starting to build here at Ainslie Park. It's starting to fill out a lot over there. The fans are starting to turn up for such a historic day. And I know that there can be a lot of negativity towards football clubs and big organisations within football, especially after the last few years with the Super League and with how much money is in like the Premier League down in England, where I'm originally from. I live in Scotland now, but I couldn't be happier that Spartans have reached this next stage in their footballing life, their footballing history as a club, because the stuff that they do for the community is genuinely unbelievable. They have one of the best women's teams in the country. Apart from like Celtic, Rangers, Glasgow City, the really big successful clubs, they do have an incredible women's team here. They do so much in the community. They have many teams of many age groups. They have teams for disability groups as well. That building over there is for disadvantaged children in the community. I believe they're saying that this is used for people in the community. There is a box over towards the entrance of the stadium where if kids turn up for a training session, they haven't got the right footwear. They've got like tons of boots in loads of different sizes that have been donated down the years, or maybe left here, lost property, that kind of stuff, that people can come and use. They never have to turn anybody away. There's like so much that this club does for the community and for the people of this area that I couldn't be happier for them that they are the ones that went from the Lowland League last season to League 2 this season. Clyde supporters, what do you make? Oh, he's got a tattoo as well. What do you think of being here at Spartans today? It's their first game in the SPFL.
A bunch of wins. A bunch of wins.
Bunch of wins, I know. But how do you think Clyde will get on? You got relegated last season.
Yeah. Problem, man. No, I think we'll get like a decent mid-table.
And the Scottish Lowland League champions, Spartans!
And the referee has kicked us off in the first ever SPFL game that Spartans have played. And there's it, Spartans' first ever touch with the header. A really good turnout here today. Look, some buzz around here. Glad that the rain has stopped, the sun is out. I think there's Clyde supporters over there. Proper tackle that. She doesn't need to buy a season ticket up there on her balcony. That's not the start that Spartans wanted to their life in League 2. 1-0 to Clyde, who are a big club. They've had a rough couple of years, but they are 1-0 up here. The first game of the League 2 season. Good day for the away side so far in League 2. Sawyer, you are from Miami. Your dad's involved with the club here and you support Spartans. What is it like being an American but supporting a Scottish football team?
It's tough because you get tired of watching games. It's not just on, like, if you're supporting Celtic, you can go watch on CBS. But no, I have to go find the games on like some weird website pretty much.
But I believe that you can stream the games. Spartans stream the games themselves, don't they? And you may be able to watch them that way. But do you have a team that you support out in the US?
It's Inter Miami, but it's kind of like so.
And so who would you rather win the league? Would you rather Inter Miami won the MLS or Spartans won League 2 this season?
Spartans by far.
Love to hear it, mate. And what do you think of Scottish football in general then?
I think it's improving, but you know, so is miles to go, and it's going up well for sure.
And it's a big day today. Their first ever game in League 2. How do you think they've got on so far? It's 1-0 and they're losing at half time.
I think they could be playing better, but you know, it could be worse. I think they've been to the better side for the second half.
They've had some good chances.
If they keep on the ball on the ground, I think they're going to end up winning.
Final score prediction?
2-1 Spartans.
Hugh, this is... I don't know how many times you've been on the channel now.
I know, we can't go on meeting like this.
No, I know. I'll have to start paying you to come on the channel. Become a paid regular soon. You've obviously covered so much Scottish football in your career as a journalist and stuff. How big does today feel for a team like Spartans? What does it mean to the fans, the club, the community?
it's hard to put into words for them. In fact, when I spoke to the chairman and asked him that very question, he was silent for about a minute because he couldn't find the words.
Yeah.
This is unimaginable when you're a man of my age and you know where Spartans came from originally. It's an amateur club, not much going for it at all, and now it's in the SPFL, and quite properly so. So it is a massive day for everybody.
And it's the opening weekend of the season,
which is great.
What are your thoughts on? Well, obviously the season started yesterday at Arbroath, but weekend today, Saturday 3 o'clock. It feels like football's properly back. What are your thoughts on the season from the very top to the bottom?
As usual, really excited about it. I mean, excited about. I'm looking at Aberdeen, Hibs, and Hearts, and can they string some results together? I know that it's going to be Celtic and Rangers at the top. I think in the Championship, really interested to look at Dunfermline. Wraith Rovers. There's been a brave evolution at Wraith Rovers. You know, going further down like this division. Who wins this division? Who knows?
Toss of a coin, isn't it? You never know. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited about this season.
Happy with the first half? Chance for Spartans here. Oh, they scored! That is the highest level this football club have ever scored at. And like Hugh was saying, that is the legend of Scottish football journalism, Hugh there. I interviewed him earlier, he was saying they were an amateur team and now they've scored in League 2.
The first SPFL goal in our history is to number 7, Jamie Dishington!
You have just witnessed a piece of history there. Please hit the like button for Spartans scoring their first ever League 2 goal. What a club, look at that. A few pies left over from the hospitality and they're getting dished out to the punters. Gotta love Spartans. Look at that. Fill your boots, son. The vultures are circling, look at them.
For number 26, Reece Armstrong. With the first down, 14, Jamie Darwin.
Why is that then?
Because we thought we would get a club with Footy and Spartans.
Why is that though?
Don't know, we just thought it'd be a good
Bring the two clubs together, yeah? Oh, quality boys. You're the capo with the Ultras, right? You're the main guy, right? Yeah. What made you set up the... Did you help set up the Ultras group?
I didn't even start it.
You didn't
just
start
joined in and everyone loves me.
Right, okay, so you're just like one of the main guys here. What does it mean to come down to games like, especially in League 2 today?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Amazing. Everything about it is just class.
Attendance just been read out. 600, what is it, 627? 627. 627. Full time, boys. You happy? Happy with that? Happy with that?
Class.
Yeah? Go for it, mate. Goss. How did it feel today stepping out here? You've obviously played last season here in the Lowland League. Today, SPFL must have been a great feeling.
Yeah, it was a great feeling, obviously, for everyone at the club. Like, it was obviously the first time in the league, so it was a massive day for everyone. But yeah, it was good.
How was the preparation leading up to it? You obviously had the League Cup. You didn't have much of a pre-season before the competitive game started.
No, we didn't, to be fair, because the boys only had 3 weeks off from when we finished the playoffs, and then we're straight back in. I think we managed 2 games before the League Cup started. It was intense, but it was good. It was a good experience for a lot of the boys.
And what are the squad looking forward to the most in playing this season? Obviously, from last season in the Lowland League, you play everyone twice. This season, you're going to play teams. You'll be playing teams a lot. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
What are you most looking forward to as a group?
I think just the competitive. You know what it's like in League 2. Anyone can beat anyone, so every game's like massive. So I think that's going to be one of the big things for the boys. Is just how competitive it's going to be.
And you obviously went 1-0 down, got a goal in the second half, drew 1-1. How big is it just to get a point in your first game?
That's it. Just to keep grinding away. You know, every game's going to be like that. Sometimes you're going to go down, sometimes you're going to go up. But yeah, as long as you grind away and you get a result of some sort, it's good.
Ryan.
Rian.
Josh.
All Spartan supporters? Yep. How does it feel seeing Spartans play in League 2 for the first time?
quite good actually.
Special,
Yeah, it's good atmosphere in here today, over 600 people. Is that more than what you usually get here, I take it?
Aye, definitely.
Yeah.
And how do you reckon you'll get on this season? Where do you think you'll finish in the league?
You know what? I don't think we're going back down.
No?
I think we'll stay up.
I've showed you a couple of things that you've never seen before in this video. Spartans playing in the SPFL and scoring as well. We saw their first ever goal. Absolutely incredible to see. Really, really happy that I've covered this game today and I was there for such a big moment. Everyone's so nice there, honestly. Yeah, couldn't be happier for them that they've kicked off with a point, and for Clyde as well. They're a big team. So I'd say Spartans are probably the better team over the 90 minutes. Maybe a fair result for the draw. 1-1. Let me know what you think. Where have you been? Have you been watching football this weekend? I think Rangers are currently playing Kilmarnock right now as I do this outro. Celtic won today. There's been many games going on, obviously, up and down the country. So really, really happy it's back. Let me know where you want me to go next in the comment section below. I'll leave a video on screen. I don't know what video I'll put on there. It'll be something right there. Maybe the best one that YouTube thinks you're likely to click on. This video on screen right now is what YouTube thinks you will be interested in. Are you interested enough to click on it? Please, please do. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.